A visiting Singaporean scholar and former diplomat told TVB News the rivalry between China and the U.S. could hurt not just themselves, but also the rest of the world. Jackie Lin spoke with the geopolitics specialist to find out how the two nations could recalibrate their relationship.
When a new power emerges, especially a new power of the size and scale of China, the world has got to adjust.
Former Singaporean diplomat Kishore Mahbubani, who served as Singapore's permanent representative to the United Nations for 10 years, said the reluctance of the US and even Europe to make space for China in its ascent on the global arena is not healthy. They include Beijing's voting representations in the International Monetary Fund. Mahbubani added it would be a mistake for both China and the US to underestimate the other side.
No other society has accumulated as much wealth and power as the United States has. So it's a formidable society. But at the same time, China also represents the world's oldest continuous civilization. Actually, in some respects, China's economy may be more open to the rest of the world because China is willing to sign free trade agreements with any country in the world. The United States can't do so.
But he's more hopeful that positive changes can happen during face-to-face meetings among world leaders and officials.
I was a diplomat for 33 years. And the best way to practice diplomacy is to say as little about it publicly and to have engaged in intense private and confidential conversation.
Professor Mahbubani told us, given how fraught the Sino-US relationship is at the moment, it's inevitable the world is wondering which side would ultimately outcompete each other. But he said both China and the US should recalibrate and repivot the relationship away from such rivalry, not just because they have their own unique cultural, social, and economic strengths, but also for the greater good of the rest of the world.
Minus the population of China, minus the population of US, you still have 6 billion people in the world. What are these 6 billion people saying to deal with more pressing global challenges, whether it's climate change, the global financial crisis, the zero-sum game of competition? It's not just going to hurt the United States and China, it's going to hurt the rest of the world too.
Jackie Lin, TVB News.